Hello everyone, I am Shobhit Goyal and today we are going to discuss about the definition of computer. Okay, so without wasting our time, so let's get start. Now, in last class we have to discuss about the full form of computer. So in last class I am just giving a short revision. We have to see about the full form of computer, commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education research. Okay, so this is the full form of computer. Now next we are just today we are going to talk about the definition of computer. Now there is a three definition which we discuss in today class. Okay, so first is computer word come from Latin word compute, that mean to calculate. Okay, now compute, when we have to represent that compute word, so we can represent that compute word in the form of calculation. Okay, now there isn't some processor to calculate any values, just like when I want to add two different numbers to each other, so there is a process in which we add two different number. Okay, so just like I have a question, just like I want to add two different number to each other, just like I am applying addition between two numbers. First, in a calculation we have to always require two different number and more than two number if we want to calculate if we want to calculate and stabilize a calculation. So we have to require one and two values. Minimum two values are required for calculation, and if we want to calculate more we are stabilize a calculation between more values, so we can just take more values. Okay, so first of all we are calculating we are doing calculation between two numbers. Okay, so just like I want to add two different number. Okay, so what is my question? I want to add two different number, which is first numerical value is 1, second numerical value is 2, and I want to add that two different numbers. Okay, there are two different number and I want to add, I want to apply the task of addition. Okay, so there is a three processor there is a three task are there. So first of all we arrange how we perform our calculation. First step, to put numerical value. Okay, second step we have to put the task which we want to apply. Third is the second numerical value, okay, which is given in question. And fourth step of calculation is to apply equals to. Okay, so this is the procedure of calculation. So in this fourth step we perform our calculation very well. Okay, so first of all we are just doing that question, solve that question. So first of all we have to add a two number in which first number is 1 and second number is 2. So I will put that first number, okay, 1, and on the second step I will put a task which is given in question, which we have to add. Okay, so we have to apply the task of addition, so I will apply this symbol. And after that second numerical value which is 2. Okay, this is a third step in which I am putting this second numerical value. And after that the fourth step of this question is equals to, I have to apply this equals to. And after that this formation is applied, then it will verify all the values, and after verification of this value, and the last step is fourth step, whenever it verify this equals to, then it will process the information, and after processing it will provide us answer. Okay, what is the answer of my question? 1 plus 2 is equals to 3, it will represent on that. Okay, after processing. So this is a procedure of calculation. In these four steps we perform our calculation in calculator, in computer system and many more systems. Okay, so ये वाली प्रोसेस होती है, इन प्रोसेस के थ्रू हम यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन को आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं वेन एवर कंप्यूटर सिस्टम एंड वी कैन टॉक अबाउट कैलकुलेटर. ओके, तो जब भी कैलकुलेटर या फिर हम बात करें कंप्यूटर की, तो यहाँ पे ये फोर स्टेप होती है जिसमें कैलकुलेशन को परफॉर्म किया जाता है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फर्स्ट स्टेप वेरीफाई करेगा कंप्यूटर सिस्टम, सेकेंड स्टेप वेरीफाई करेगा, थर्ड स्टेप वेरीफाई करेगा, उसके बाद फोर्थ स्टेप वेरीफाई करेगा. चारों स्टेप वेरीफाई करने के बाद ये अपने को यहाँ पे एक रिजल्टेंट देगा. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर यहाँ पे कोई भी स्टेप वेरीफाई नहीं होती तो यहाँ पे आपकी कैलकुलेशन परफॉर्म नहीं होगी. इज इट क्लियर? इफ फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी रिजेक्टेड इफ आई एम गिविंग अ कैरेक्टर values to the computer system, so it will identify as a character, so it will never put in first condition, because in first condition what we have to require a numerical value. So that's why if I am putting character value, so it will reject it that first and it will not verify first condition. Okay, so for first condition we have to apply a numerical value, and after that in the second position, in the second condition it will apply its task, so we have to provide a task. In third condition it will provide it will again put the numerical value which is given in the question. Okay, now on the place of fourth position we have to apply in the last is equals to. Without is equals to, we are never be able to performing the calculation. Okay, so this is the equals to is a measure symbol. With the help of this equals to, we are able to performing our mathematical situation, and we are able to performing the task related to the arithmetical situations. Okay, without equals to, you are not able to calculate any value of the numerical value and any value of the arithmetical conditions in which is involving in the mathematical situation. Okay, so maths is always 80% maths is depending on this equals to, because without equals to, you are not applying maths. Okay, so this is very important. So after the last verification of last step of just like I am saying, it is a fourth step. After the verification of this fourth step, we are able to performing this task. Okay, so this is a calculation, this is a procedure of calculation. With the help of this process, these four steps, we can perform our calculations. Okay, and after verifying these four processes, it will provide us answer. Okay, now next, second definition is computer is electronic device which perform arithmetical operation as well as logical operation. Okay, now so in second definition, I am just going to discuss about the second definition. Computer is electronic device which perform arithmetical operations. Now there is an arithmetical operations is showing again. Okay, now arithmetical operations and logical operations are there. So first of all, when I am talking about arithmetical operations are the operations which perform only numerical values. Okay, which always including numerical values and performing the task related to the mathematical situations. Okay, so in this situation, they are applying a different type of symbols, just like addition, subtraction, multiplication, that are the optional symbols, that are the formula. Okay, so that are already defined formulas, but whenever we are applying a numerical value that are not defined, so we have to provide a numerical value. So after verification of this numerical value, it will perform its all the task which is related to the mathematical situations. Okay, so computer performing the task related to the arithmetical operation, it means just like a calculation, all the type of calculation, all the mathematical situation which is solved by the computer system, that are known as arithmetical operation. When we talk about a logical operation, so it will logical operation always access the different type of situation, just like storing the characters and all the situation, all the task which is applying on that character values, and we can say different to the mathematical situation. Okay, it never include the mathematical situation, and that all the mathematical situation involving in arithmetical operations. Okay, and the remaining task which is not apply in mathematics, so those tasks are followed and done by this logical operations. Is that clear? So all the remaining task which is not including the mathematical situation, so all the tasks are performing by the logical operations. Okay, so that are the two different type of operation which is performed by the computer system. Now next, we are just talking about the third definition. Okay, so in third definition, the computer system, a computer are also known as processor because it can store, process and retrieve the data. Now computer are known as processor because, why we say processor, because it perform these three tasks. First is storage, second is processor, and third is retrieve. Okay, so in first, when I am talking about the storage, what is storage? So the clear definition of storage, and storage is just like a memory. Okay, for storing the information we use memories. Okay, so I am just giving you a definition of this storage. So whenever we store, whenever we keep any information in signal in memory, so that keeping process of the memory are known as store. Is that clear? Whenever we keep any signal and any information in a computer system and in a memory, so that are known as storing. Okay, we are saving that information for future use, so that process are known as store. Okay, whenever we keep any signal and information inside a computer system, inside a memory, so that process are known as storage. Okay, so now next is process. What is process? Whenever we follow any task and performing any task, and we can say performing any work, whenever, so that are known as processor. What processor is done? Now first of all, when I am talking about a memory, so memory perform its task related to the storing of information. Okay, now next step, when after the storing information, that process the data. The process the data, it means just like in first definition we have to talk about the calculation. It will apply its task related to the addition, 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. So it will process the information, it identify the information what I have to add, just like 1 plus 2. So it will identify I have to add 1 into 2, and after that applying the equals to, it will confirm it, you have to process the information, and after processing the information, you have to provide addition. Is that clear? So whatever the information is storing on the place of 1 plus 2, on the code of 1 plus 2, it will provide 3. Is that clear? If we will put the information on the place of 1 plus 2 is equals to 4, okay, because I'm talk about the computer system, because the computer system doesn't exist brain, okay. So it never be identify what is going on. If I am putting on the place of 3, okay, I will if I will put on the place of 3, so it will always print a 4, okay, just like I am showing you. Okay, now I am talking about example of this when I am applying this procedure, okay. And after that, when I apply this equals to, so it will always give you a 3, because we have to already fix this situation. We have to give that instruction. If the user will apply 1 plus 2, so our computer system always give the result in the form of resultant 3, okay, because we have to store inside a computer system. If I will store on the place of 1 plus 2 is equals to 4, so it will always provide 4, because our computer system doesn't exist brain, so it will never identify what is wrong and what is right. If I am putting this type of value, so it will always provide this type of value. Is it clear? So each and every calculation process, if I am applying this 1 plus 2, so it have to store inside the computer system, okay. That's why it provide you a resultant. If I will never store this type of data, so it will never provide you any type of resultant. Just like I am taking another example, okay. Whenever I click this 2 plus 2, so it will always apply me 4, because this data is stored on the place of this instruction. This is the instruction, okay. 2 plus 2 is instruction, and this is a resultant which is created by our computer system. Is that clear? Okay, same as when I click 3 plus 2 is equals to, always it will give me a 5. It will never give another number, because I have to save on the instruction of 3 plus 2, it access 5. If I am applying another numbers, so all the numbers whenever I apply, just like 11 plus 11, okay, so it will always provide me 22. Is it clear? So this is an instruction, okay. Whenever this computer system will access this term, so it will always provide this term. Is it clear? So this is a processor, and we are talking about the processor, okay. So process, if it will identify the information, whatever the information is accessed by computer system, so it will identify information, and after identification it will provide its result, and those result and are storing inside the computer system. Now next we are just going to talk about retrieve the data. Now next step, the retrieve the data. Retrieve the data, it means we are going to use the data which is storing inside the computer system. Just like I am opening my computer system, and I have to create a window file and storing in a computer system. So after some time, when I am using that information again, so that are known as retrieve the data. If just like computer system and many more computer system, and I am talking about a server, so we have to put our information on a server, and we upload information, just like when I am talking about any website where you upload your photos, where you upload your files, and after some time you are, if you have to require that file, so you have to download again that file and use that file. So that procedure are known as retrieve the file and retrieve the data, okay. The procedure of retrieve the data, it means if we are putting information on a server, and if we are putting in our information on a on memory, and inside the memory, and after some time we again use that data, so that are known as retrieve the data. It means again use to the data, that are known as retrieve the data, okay. So this is the definition of our computer system. I think you have to understood. If you have any problems, so you can just comment me all your questions. If any type of queries if you have, so you can just comment your problems. uh, uh, you put your problems in comments, and you can just join our telegram group, and you can put your questions in telegram group also, okay. So have a nice day to all of you, and enjoy these online classes. Thank you.